Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and it's another week. It's time for another episode of Queendom Season 2 and its performances, and we have reached round number 4, which this time around sees the group / candidates perform songs that were recommended by the audience. And for today, for the first half of round 4, we have Kep1er performing The Boys, originally done by Girls' Generation, then VIVIZ performing their song BOP BOP, and then WJSN performing a B-side of theirs in Pantomime. And as always, very into good, very excited for this. This time around I can straight away say I've learned my lesson. I won't even bother this time around to try and see whether or not the copyright won't interfere this time around. I will immediately upload this with an edited overlay and everything so that it won't be detected and so that the video won't be blocked. That means, once again, just like last week, if you want to see the performance in an unedited version so you can see it clearly without anything right, just look down below, either in the description or the pinned comment. There you will find a link to my Google Drive, and there the unedited version will be available for you. But yeah, so without further ado, let's kick things off, right? First one is, like mentioned, Kep1er performing Girls' Generation's The Boys. Not know the original song, but we'll probably soon get there, given that Girls' Generation is actually having a comeback after 5 years. Holy moly, we'll probably change that song out up until then. But for now, we're going to be watching Kep1er's version, and I'm very excited. The girls have been very impressive throughout this entire thing. So let's stop the talking, let's start reacting. Kep1er, round 4, The Boys. Let's go. Ah, so many light sticks. Love it. Whoa. Why did that shot instantly remind me of TIMECODES and the ropes? Hey, that's just visually very, very cool. Actually, very darkish concept, but is the original actually that? Or do they now make it a darkish concept? Because this kinda does feel like the original to me. Ooh, Ooh, I love Shouting's hair though. With the braids. Ooh. Ooh, I love the outfits though. Ooh. I'm digging the confidence in the vocal delivery. They sound fantastic. Fantastic pre-chorus though, like the song in general, man. Woo! I love the stage setup though. It really validates the thing, but love the sharp movements. But honestly, they sound so great. Like, wow. The ad-libs though. Oh, I forgot her name. With B. Everybody's so great. Ooh, this chorus though. with now those storm sounds. Woo! Oh, what a visual though with the wings! Yo, I think... Woo! I think this is their best performance yet. Ooh, these shouting sections here, damn! Wow, like they honestly sounded incredible on this. Damn! Yeah, this is definitely the best performance yet. 100%. Okay? Definitely my favorite Kep1er performance in Queendom 2 thus far. Keep on going for your dreams. I see. Oh, alright. Now, that's what I call increasing your performance level, right? Like, the thing was, for me thus far already, I really enjoyed all the Kep1er stages and everything, but at some point, or like in some previous rounds, other performances did it a bit more for me in the whole picture, right? This performance is honestly so stacked in every category. It has the visuals going on, right? Just the stage itself looks fantastic, you know, like mentioned, this very darkish opening session to feel or to set the atmosphere, to set the tone, and everything was very, very damn good. The live vocals in general, sound is fantastic. The energy is off the charts. The choreo was awesome with so many little highlight moments in there. And one thing that now obviously is a very rare thing here, but like mentioned, I don't know the original, but they do a fantastic job at making the song sound fantastic for me nonetheless, and making me excited to check out the original. Like, that's a very good thing to achieve if you cover something. And I already know basically, was it Dion who did the high note here? Wasn't she in the unit last week? I'm not, or in the unit before that. I'm not sure, but like I 100% can see Taeyeon doing that, and that even makes me more excited. But yeah. This performance was oozing so many good things. Confidence, hype, energy, vocal strength. Like, it just sounded so good. That's generally one thing about Kep1er as well that I think I've mentioned every single week. I think Kep1er's vocal line in general, harmonies, or like when they sing together, it just sounds amazing, okay? It just sounds so damn good. So first of all, big props to the crowd for suggesting this song, because that song really suited them well. It had, like mentioned, really the right amount of tension, the right amount of volume as well, you know. That was so damn good. Damn. Now, once again though, I tried to quickly find a recap of all the previous performances. Like, the Wadada performance was already, like mentioned, really good, you know, with the race car theme and everything. That was pretty cool. The pool party thing was obviously like fun and everything, but like mentioned, not really my type of song and everything. And they, like mentioned, really killed it in the respective units too. But this is definitely thus far for me the highlight of Kep1er on Queendom 2. Which is, like mentioned, definitely a good thing, because the better you get with every single performance, you know, then the more growth you see, the more increase in quality you are noticing, and that is definitely the case for me. This song really fit them like a glove. Kep1er's The Boys, original by Girls' Generation, that was fantastic, okay? That was definitely my favorite Kep1er performance on Queendom 2 thus far. Very good. Like, that was very good in every category. Visually, from the stage setup, the vocals, the dancing, everything on point. That was really good. Huge fan of this performance. Very exciting. Still gotta check out their first mini album, which we will 100% do soon. Good shit. Now we move over to performance number 2 of round 4, which is VIVIZ performing Bop Bop. And less than a minute ago, I credited the audience for suggesting this song to Kep1er for them to perform it. Now I really gotta say, Bop Bop again? Like, I'm a fan of the song and everything, but I think we actually did use it for the for that round 1 for the round 0 performance and everything, right? And why wouldn't you suggest Margot or Apple? Like, that was one of my big wishes ahead of Queendom 2, that either VIVIZ themselves or another group would perform either Margot or Apple, simply because they're my 2 favorite G-Friend songs. It's unfortunately not happening now, but you know, not too big of an issue. Instead, let's be excited for this performance. VIVIZ performing Bop Bop in a now different version, probably. I already see Umji's incredible hair there too. Is it Unya in the middle though? Oh man, the thumbnail is all looking amazing. Let's get into it. VIVIZ Bop Bop, Queendom 2, round 4. That intro is hyped. The intro at the beginning of the video still sucks. Let's go. Ooh, neon lights. Always a great visual choice. You think we are lost? Ooh. That's cool. These neon drums in the dark. That's a stunning visual. Ooh. Cheerleader? Cheerleader theme? Like school theme in general? Look at Unya's hair! Oh, but I think we're going for a school theme, yeah? Ooh, but it's definitely a remix version. Oh, geez, hair, or just look at her, wow. It's still a bop, of course, right? It's still a very fun song. Shinbi sounding great. Yo, but Umji though, my lord, Umji, this color is on my knees. Ooh, the little drop there. Hell yeah. Very playful performance. Ooh. Shinbi looking great too. Unya sounds amazing. I do expect, especially given the length, to get a very special additional section here. Just as far, it's a pretty normal, right? Don't you this? I am just sadly so excited to hear a new song of them next week, right? Or in 2 weeks, or 3, whatever. That's what I thought. Ooh, I'm digging this club vibe now. Yo, but seriously, Umji is making me simp. Ooh. The holding hair here was awesome. Ooh, I'm digging this vibe now. Ooh, now some. Ooh, now the drums. Ooh! Oh, the way she hold that note there and then increase it a little bit, that was sick. Okay, that section definitely made the performance right there. Ooh, the kick! Wasn't that the Margot kick? Looked like it. Hell yeah. But still, I'm simping for this OMG. Publicly and openly. It's such a fun song, man, and the choreo. Why are you doing it? Ooh, awesome. Awesome ending pose. That's what we didn't do though, right? Ah, that performance was such a fun energy. Yeah, but... Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh no, I didn't see all the words in the background. That depends on where you want to get to. Do we have other words in the background, or is it a continuation of the opening words? Do you think we are lost? It depends on where you want to get to. Is that the idea? Is that the idea here? Whatever, right? But yeah, before we get to the performance review, can we? I think I've said enough, right? Okay, so BBG's round 4 Queendom 2 performance with a BOP BOP. I will be honest, up until the middle, where like mentioned already expected that we may be getting now a big remix switch up moment there in the end, the performance felt a bit too normal, if that makes sense to you, because like mentioned, given that they've done the song already a bit in the intro or like in the round 0 performance, in general that the song is very new and everything, it kind of felt like just a little upgraded version of a music show performance, basically, right? Like we had like mentioned cool visual upgrades and everything, and I liked the concept nonetheless, you know, with the neon opening. In general, the school theme is pretty cool. The visuals were off the charts in this, right? They looked fantastic, dancing and everything on point, of course, right? But it just didn't really feel like a, you know, like it didn't really feel like a Queendom performance yet. You know, it just really felt like a basically like how an award show performance would look like in some sense, right? Like very typical still, but like with just a bit of a different look and just a bit more of a stage setup. And then we did get to that middle moment, or like that switch up moment, and oh boy, did it deliver! Did it deliver? Did it deliver? Even though I will be editing this, I'm not sure if I should replay this again, because, you know, might increase the copyright things, copyright blocking and everything. But like that section here was really, really, really awesome, right? The switch up again, all those lights, you know, like mentioned, using the opening visual idea here now again for this shimmy moment with grabbing the hair looks absolutely insane. And then Unya's high note coming in, and like mentioned, what I loved so much about this high note is that she first went for the first height and then hold it and add a little bit even more. That's a skill right there. That's not easy to achieve. That's really, really good, and a great vocal showcase for it. But yeah, that middle section, definitely the highlight of the performance for me. I mean, it was definitely the intention too. Obviously before the group drop moment there, where we first got into the more electronic remix section altogether, and then the shimby drop down moment to get in the neon lights again. That part was awesome. That part really, really evaluated the performance for me. Outside of that, like mentioned, you know, nothing too crazy or new or anything, but still, like mentioned, a very fun and playful and cheerful performance. OMG, why? But yeah, it's still obviously a very, very fun and entertaining performance. My highlight, definitely, like mentioned, this dance right there that really made the performance feel like a special performance and not just, you know, the same performance as usual with a different visual and a slightly different choreo. Very, very fun to watch. Probably still would have, like mentioned, taken Marco or Apple simply because I'm such a fanboy for those two songs, but they really, really still made this song very entertaining yet again. It's such a bop, 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 you know, so no surprise here. Everybody shined, everybody was glowing. Unya's high note is a highlight. The dancing was on point. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about, only positive things to say. Big, big fan of this performance as well. BBG has been great throughout this entire thing. BBG has been great throughout this entire thing, and I gotta think, what was my favorite performance of theirs now? Like, the first performance was very elegant and very emotional, you know, with the throwback and everything to Trend and everything with Navilera. The second performance, especially loved the concept, the visuals of that, you know, this more Spanish dance and flavored thing, and now this little school concept with insane visuals and food dance break and everything. I think they've really been solid all the way through, and actually having a hard time to decide right now which would be my favorite performance of theirs. Like Kep1er just a few minutes ago, definitely my favorite performance of theirs to this point. You actually can't tell, because I think BBG has really always been in every round, or like in every performance of theirs, really been on a very high standard. Kep1er as well, but like here, like I've really enjoyed every single BBG performance and their concepts of it. So another great addition to their resume for Queendom 2. That was very enjoyable. BBG's BOP BOP, hell lot of fun with it. We're now closing out the first half of round 4 with WJSN's performance of Pantomime, and that is very interesting because it's a B-side, not a title track. They're performing a B-side, basically the Giada route. I'm not sure if anybody else in the first round or like in the first Queendom did that too, but remember that Giada also did one of the B-sides. So let's see what WJSN is doing with a B-side for a performance. Really enjoyed the performances. I think my favorite of theirs still remains the first one. Like, the cover performance of G-Friend and everything was cool, but I think I actually did remember putting it on 5, I'm not sure anymore. But like, I'm really excited nonetheless. I've really been enjoying everything they've done thus far, and we'll definitely be checking out more of them after Queendom 2 is over. So let's stop the talking, let's start reacting. Third and final performance of today's Queendom Season 2, WJSN performing Pantomime. Let's go. I still hate this intro. Why are we having one loud sound here and then it... Light sticks up. Ooh, very classy look with the hats. Obviously, I don't know the song, so that obviously adds, right? Ooh, very old school. Ooh, I'm digging this already just by the vibe and idea. Very old school Broadway. Ooh. Okay, that's just genius. That was... Wow. That's how I do a stage. That's how I do stage visuals. Wait though. Wait, how fast did they switch the outfits? I'm actually like, wow. The curtain drops. Yo, I'm trying to focus on the song, but I'm like actually so overwhelmed in a positive way by the visuals at the stage. The outfits though, look at those dresses. Absolutely gorgeous. They look amazing. Seriously, this stage has been visually a experience. Ooh, some solo moments. They sound vocally so good too. Ooh, I love how we play around with the stage. Ooh, now some. Ooh. This stage is so stacked. There are so many little moments in this. Oh, now some classical dance too. Or like, well, classical dance, you know, like about the duet dancing. Yo. This stage is mesmerizing. Y'all better be smiling and be happy about yourselves because that was outstanding. Wow. Where do we even start here? Holy smokes. Okay, so earlier I said Kep1er definitely did the best performance in this round, and the same 100% applies to WJSN right here. Wow. Okay, so, like, seriously, that's one of these things that I always say. Try to make your stage not only as memorable as possible, but also as highlight stacked as possible, right? Because one thing you need to do, at least in this type of environment, in my opinion, is to make every performance feel different, special, and especially, like, different to a normal performance, how a normal performance on a music show would look like. And this really felt like an end of the year award show performance. That's how absolutely filled this was. Because the thing is, right, we had like 10 different highlights in this. We had like 10 different moments in this that really made me go wow, that you could like pinpoint out and say like, wow, that was truly special. The opening shots. Right, everybody in this very classic black suit jacket with the hat and everything. Wi-Fi, give me the visuals, thank you. Just that was already such a great mood and tone setter, you know, giving us these classic Broadway vibes. Gorgeous. Here it is more with the cards that are throwing in a good way to interlude to this, because wow. I mean, this gif is this is such a satisfying gif right here. I have to tone off to avoid copyright and everything, right? Just so you know. But like, wow, this is just a insane visual. You know, these making those member outlines, then ooh, all coming together in the middle, and then to reveal the member that way who's holding the light. These first 30 seconds of this performance are like visually just so stunning. First doing this classical, you know, old jazzy type of vibe, retro look, then boom, transitioning that with this gorgeous visual stage effect into revealing a member that way. That's just magical. The way we play around here again. Like, this is really this might be my favorite performance in Queendom 2 in terms of using the environment around yourself, right? Making usage of the LED screen and just stage effects and everything. Wow. Just these first few moments here are so beautiful. Next member revealed that way. That is so damn cool. This visual looks fantastic. Also, like mentioned, obviously, there's the quick outfit change, and this too. By using this, by using this like somewhat see-through curtain, you know, that you can play around with light with, the way we have two members here and then boom, have them disappear that way while the next member appears out the, wow, whoever produced this stage with them together, like whichever director like sat down with them and like made up this idea of, you know, like with the appearing in the light and like curtain down and everything, give him a raise. Like, give him just a raise. So just give him the big fat bonus check, because this right here is money. Like, obviously, like, seen similar stuff before, like in other industries and everything, but like this is one of the first times I see this in K-pop. This is so well executed. Like, it's obviously also a very, very detailed performance to do, because you obviously gotta be on the right point at the right time and have the lights and everything on point, and like one little mistake could make the entire thing look a bit, you know, unfortunate and everything, but like everything was on point here. It's so well timed, absolutely magical. Just this light section in the beginning is wow. Like, this is so cool. The way we make them disappear and then boom. The way we make the other girls appear again. The way she moves and has like these cool light effects. Boom. Next member appearance. Just the general visual of this is so gorgeous. And now the thing too, right? Because at that point I was actually like a bit overwhelmed by the gorgeousness of the performance. I wasn't even able to focus on the song that much. Song actually, like mentioned, has a bit more of an old school classy vibe, but they sounded like really good nonetheless. You know, their vocals were very stable at the end, also the highlight and everything. But like the visual performance of this is definitely my highlight. They really took an idea and wow. Then the full member reveal, the red curtain look. Like, what type of curtain is that actually? Because we're obviously able to project stuff on it. Or was that what it did? I'm not sure. But then, boom, curtain drops, just like in the theater. And then, boom, fully embracing everything. Like, you know that this performance is really good because I'm going by it step by step. Because that just tells you, wow, basically everything in this is worth noting about. Because in usual many other performances, they take like, okay, 2 or 3 moments in it that were really good. But here, like, I'm really nearly now 2 minutes into this again, because up until this point, everything is worth pointing out and praisable, right? Man. When we then did the full reveal, like mentioned, again, full Broadway theater-like vibe with the background as well. We have like many backup dancers involved now too, making for a great visual. This was actually now more like a little interlude breakdown moment, right? Like, we built up to this point, but it's just more now normal dancing again. But then we actually get more to the highlight sections. They sound great, they look great, like the visuals in this, not just from the stage, but them, the dresses and everything, absolutely gorgeous. And then we more and more moved over. Now here, that's what I also loved so much about this. We had many solo highlight sections again. We make usage of the entirety of the stage setup, because it isn't just this one stage in the middle, but we also have like left and right stuff to walk on and everything, and they make usage of it. They make the performance feel alive by having so many different locations. Like, if you're a fan at that point, if you're sitting in the audience, you're like, where am I supposed to look? Because yeah, like everything is happening around you at once, you know, which makes this performance feel so alive and spectacular. You know, the camera transitions were smooth. The way we had, like mentioned, different solo showcases here now, her in front of the crowd, while the others had, like mentioned, the backup dancers involved. The way she goes back to the stage again. The way we now involve chairs, like this. Okay, I honestly would say I think this is alongside Heal So What of Luna, probably my favorite performance of Queendom this thus far. Like, wow. Like, I do gotta say though, I think, like mentioned, I wasn't able to really focus on the audio for now, like on the song itself, because I was just that blown away by the visuals. I gotta definitely re-listen to that. But like, just by the pure stage, its setup, its execution, and the ideas that went into it, it's easily top 3 for me. I think outside of Healing So What, I think my other favorite performance was also, was it actually Healing with the Brave Girls member? Like, I really loved it too, but I'm actually, I think these two. I think these are my top 2 thus far. Just from the visual stages now, because that was also so awesome about Heal and stuff. It's right, the entire stage setup with the coming down as Batwoman, Catgirl and everything. But like, this is visually so gorgeous and so highlight filled. Like mentioned, this entire opening section with the classical outfits, boom, outfit change, light show and everything, with the smooth transitions and member disappearances, cool dance sections. Lots of backup dancers involved, many solo highlights, and now boom, a little bit of a chair choreo, you know, to stand out. That looks absolutely fantastic. then more great vocals. Then here, this duet section where every member has their respective male counterpart and backup dancer doing the classic I don't know what it is. I'm so bad at knowing dance genres and everything. Is it salsa? Is it tango? I don't know. But like the duet dancing here or the duo dancing looks absolutely fantastic and stunning together. The way we then like mentioned, then we involve a little ballerina section where they like make them stiff themselves, where they stiff themselves with these little bells and everything ringing. You know, like wow, holy moly, this is so good. Then even more insane backup visuals involved, and then the members themselves actually get on it, getting ascended up to heaven like angels that they are. Then the high note here at that point was also absolutely ridiculously good. Like, I mean, honestly, WJSN's Pantomime performance, I do like mention definitely gotta listen to it again to tell how much I love the song itself. Because that was like mentioned was really stood out for me for the Heel and WOP performance. Like that was still the best vocal performance in my opinion of the show. But like I think just from the entire stage setup and idea, this may be just far my favorite performance of this season. Like this was in every single category, in every single way, a 10 out of 10 in the visual department. So many highlights, such creativity, so many different genres of ideas, you know, like mentioned from both the dancing and the visual presentation. They really outdid themselves here. Like mentioned, I really enjoyed the previous performances already, but they were like, but each of those performances really felt more like middle of the field up to lower field. Like I think, like mentioned, I think I ranked one of the performances on 5th place, I think another one on 4 or 3. So while I always enjoyed the performances, none of the performances thus far really had a big wow, this is like one of the best performances of the week type of vibe, you know? Like a very good middle performance slot, if that makes sense, right? Because we always have the really good ones, the ones that are like at the lower bottom, then those that are like in the middle of the table, basically, like the middle club, if you could say in football terms. But this time around, they really definitely stole the show for me today. Definitely my favorite performance of today, at least. I think if I would have to rate, I would probably actually have to say WJSN on 1, Kep1er on 2, and BBG on 3, even though I love BBG's performance. But I think, like mentioned, Kep1er and BBG both really did the best. Kep1er and WJSN both definitely did the best performances today. I think both Kep1er and WJSN really had their best performances here each. Wow. What a highlight performance right there. Still loved and enjoyed every single performance today. But like mentioned, ranking and everything, you just have to make decisions. And I think my ranking would really be for now Dem on 1, Kep1er on 2, and BBG on 3. Again, I love your OMG Unya and Shimby, but these two performances were just, that's the thing, right? Because mentioned, BBG's performance was really good, but like it didn't really make me go, wow, this is the best performance for now. But these two performances of WJSN and Kep1er really made me go, wow, these were the highlights as well for this entire season. That's definitely what happened to today. And yeah, I took a lot of time now talking positively about this because I just had to take the time for it, because this was simply everything. I had so much fun with today's performances. I enjoyed them a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction plus thoughts. If you did, let a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on this week's Queendom 2 performances of round 4? Tell me your ranking down below. Which was your highlight? What was your favorite performance? Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoyed enjoying, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well. Or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. So yeah, next week we have 3 more performances to go. Luna, Healin, and Brave Girls. Very intrigued to see how each of them will do the respective songs that they will take it. How my ranking will end up looking like, if WJSN will be able to keep their #1 spot, or if maybe one of the other groups can push it up there for me for this week. For now, my ranking definitely looks like with WJSN on 1, Kep1er on 2, and BBG on 3. Big credits still to each performance because they were all really awesome and enjoyable. So yeah. Can't wait for next week. And other than that, we have a lot of other great performances coming up. So for whatever content you may be interested in, for whatever content you may want to in for, obviously again soon on the show. Stay safe, have been happy, have a great time, have a great start into your weekend soon, and see you again soon next week with Queendom 2 and many more other K-pop reactions. Thank you so much for watching.